Business here. I'm gonna continue to fold this stuff over. Almost done. Got some more flash. Nice slow wrap to get it centered. Oops. That's the fun part about doing this. There we go. Another way you could put this flash on here is spin it in a dubbing loop and do that, but this way just basic and easy, basic and simple. Alright, fold that in. Alright, one more and that should do it. So cover that one last gap right there. And this I probably gonna have to reverse tie. I can probably just tie this in regularly. I have another we'll reverse tie it in actually. Let's see. There we go. She is officially. Now to finish off, make sure your wrap's kind of even and do that. And make sure your flash doesn't spin out of here. Two techniques you can do. Number one, you can use a straight fingernail polish or any kind of fly cement adhesive. Or another thing you could even use is the new clear goo alternatives such as Loon from Loon Outdoors. It's really nice. All you got to do is just apply a very thin layer. Use your UV light and let it dry like this. And just rotate your vise around. That's applied, then you can use your UV light. The nice thing about this system, only takes about 15 to 30 seconds to dry it. So what I'm just going to do is here, I'm just going to slowly rotate the vise around, make sure that the light reaches all angles of the head here or the thread head I created from spinning all the flash around.
Well, how you doing?
No, it should be done.
Are you work here now? Can I help you with something?
There we go. Head is. I'm going to fold this back. Head's completely dry. Now the last step is just to palmer in two things of marabou. So I'll palmer one about maybe half an inch in front of the right here.
How'd you get here so fast?
Yeah, actually. Alright. We're just going to tie this marabou in as you would any other standard marabou on any pattern. Just going to tie it in with a stem.
nice fly rod you can use if you want.
We got an extra.
Are you taking your fly rod with you?
Yeah, I bought it too.
And we're just going to pull the quills back,
Well,
tie this in by the tips, like so.
I already got one.
okay.
Back in the car.
So where are we fishing at?
Well, there's all kinds of good places. Yes.
Alright, just cut this stuff right here.
What's biting?
Hackle pliers.
Not great.
Palmer marabou around the hook, around the tube. Make sure that your the fluffy side is facing concave to the outside.
Trout in them, but they're like this big.
Just pull it around.
So what are the ratings?
Grayling's really cool. Actually, flies work really good,
Oops.
but tube jigs work even
And also
better.
make sure the flash doesn't get caught in there, which sometimes tends to happen.
Yeah.
I've got grayling here on a little bitty. How you guys doing? Good. How are you?
How are you?
Pretty good.
Where do we fish? Chena Hot Springs Road. Chena Hot Springs Road.
Yeah, we got
Fly
a.
rods? Yep.
My friend has a cabin at
For
50
grayling?
on 'em.
Or do you want it dry?
So you can take us
People
up
kind of
there?
using dries. They work
You wanna go up there
running egg patterns, feeds.
tomorrow?
Now this marabou is excellent. Is you cast it on a straight swing,
Yep.
this will pulse out in the water really well,
So one of these?
and it will drive these chums
Yeah, those will work.
absolutely bonkers.
She's already got it planned out.
It's done here.
I'm not using that on ultralight.
A good technique you can do to make sure you're palming your marabou correctly is kind of wet your finger a little bit with some saliva. Kind of makes the marabou pulse or kind of palm around, revolve around the tube
No,
better.
they're a little bit different than I think them, Bob.
This is what we were on.
Really? I've never caught a salmon. You'll see some salmon up in the river.
Right, maybe about 4 or 5 wraps. It'll be real tight, semi-tight. There's 4. There's 5. Cut this off.
Did you know he's gonna be here? Well, he said he was going to, but I didn't know.
I'm just gonna
Right now your hands again.
tie this back a little bit. Apply some saliva. Maybe about 5, 6 wraps going backwards. Let's palmer it in. Now we're gonna palmer in one more thing of marabou. One more. You have a quill right here. Then once you palmer in this last one,
What else?
you can do whatever you want for as far as weight. You can use lead eyeballs and put like a dubbing head on there, or you can use a cone head. I actually like the cone head because I think it just weighs a little more and it casts really nice.
So do I need to go back to my 5 weight? I guess I do.
Right there.
Yeah.
Same thing as the first one. We're going to tie this in by the tips.
Pretty much anything, they eat everything.
So how far are we of these springs?
An hour. If you drive all
I'm just
the
going
way
to cut
up,
the excess off up front here, like so.
fish the whole way, you gotta walk.
Alright, rubber hackle pliers again.
Yep, that is the way. That is the tube jig.
And we're going
That is
Last
the
time
tube
I was
jig.
Palmer this one in.
An ultralight and a little bitty curly tail.
How you folks doing? Anything I can help you with?
Do you sell gators down here or just upstairs?
The gators?
Yeah.
I only sell them upstairs, unfortunately.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
And to your palmer this around.
They're a little more expensive. They're like little key glass.
You know what I really enjoyed last time? Is I was standing right next to my brother-in-law. I was standing next to my brother-in-law.
You can palmer a marabou without hackle pliers, but I think it looks more, it lays on more nicely with hackle pliers.
Yeah, you gotta sit there. Dance around fun. I was with out front. Very good salmon all in one. So, are you guys calling these glow plugs? Comfortable balls? And that's what I'm talking about.
And about 4 solid wraps up front there with a stem. Cut that off. saliva under that one, a couple wraps to get that one secured. And then pretty much that's the whole fly. Now you got a small thread head, and just gonna whip finish it off. I usually like to throw in 2 whip finishes. Compared to the standard one. Learned this technique from when I first moved up to Alaska from a friend of mine who teaches a fly tying class at the University of Alaska. There's 1 whip finish. Throw in a second one for extra security. Just make sure it doesn't come on. That one when it gets blasted doesn't come undone.
Well, I'm thinking everybody
There you go. There's your tube style prom dress. And the last step, which I'll introduce in the next video later, is how to put the tube on, or how to put the cone head on. And we'll introduce that in the next video. Thanks for watching step 1 how to tie the prom dress at Big Ray's Alaska Fly Shop. This is Mike Lundy signing off, along with JR and Jason Rivers. Thank you.